everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog. And in today's episode we've got a review because it's midweek, even though it's not Thursday, it's later in the week. But anyway, continuing, we are going to be installing this kit here, which is the Lanmodo Vast Pro night vision camera. Now this night vision camera has a lot of features in it. So not only is it a dash cam, it also has a reversing camera on there so you can see behind you. Now in a car, probably not of much use, but in a van, which we're going to install this in, very much useful. Now I must stress that this box, this solution, this system here is a night vision camera. That's how it is primarily sold. But of course, it also doubles up as a dash cam and a decent reversing camera as well. So the plan is to try and fit this in the Ford Courier, our little van that we have here as part of our test units. And I'm going to show you the whole installation. So not only are we going to see it working and see how effective it is, we're going to walk you through the installation of how you would put this in as well. Now the kit is quite comprehensive. It comes with all the components that you need, including some additional mounting solutions, which we'll show you in a second. Okay, so let's show you what you get in the kit. So starting first of all, you get the camera unit itself. So this is the main system with the dash cam element in here, and then you've got your power and your connection for your camera. You also get an additional lead. So this is the lead that we use for our camera. You can see we've got a lead here which will attach to our light, our reversing light. You also get a camera. Now this camera is not the standard cameras that you'll get in some of these kits because it's got a special connector here. So it's important that you use this camera with there. And then you've got two power options. So the first one is this one here. Now this is one that goes into your OBD connector, and what this does is it allows the camera to operate 24/7, or you have your traditional cigarette lighter version, which works when the car is on. Now you do get a warning with this as well. Now the warning here, what it does is it just tells you that the recording time, it will continue to record while parked. It doesn't say so in the actual instruction, but it basically is telling you here that if you've got both cameras in, it will record for a maximum of 14 hours. In other words, because it's actually using your battery, it means that there is a risk that your battery can go flat. Although the system will automatically turn off if the voltage drops down to a certain level, I think it's at 11.8, it will actually shut down. And then finally you get the instructions here. Now the instructions, it doesn't show you how to wire up the camera, and there's a reason for that. With this, they cannot account for the vehicle that you have. But what it doesn't do either is it doesn't actually show you or any wiring diagram as well. So the whole purpose of the video that I'm going to be doing today will actually show you how to do that. So this is entirely what you get in the kit. Now don't forget, this is the kit that comes with the camera. The standard kit does not come with this camera nor this additional wiring, and is a lot simpler to deploy. Now there's two other elements that comes with the kit as well. You get this platform. So this allows you to basically mirror it compart. You basically install it on this flat panel, or you can have it on the dashboard, or there is another bit that comes with it as well, which is this element here. So this basically sticks onto your window. It's a sticky pad as well, so it's not like a normal suction. It is a suction cap, but it's also a sticky pad as well, so you're getting double the effectiveness. So once you put this in place as a mirror, this is not going to come off. And of course the way that works is that this will then click on something like that and hang as a mirror, and that's the option that we're going to choose in the van. And the final thing it comes with is a screwdriver to allow you to put the kit together. So basically, if you've got no tools, it will provide you with the basics to allow you to assemble the system. So that's the system in a nutshell. Let's go now put this into the van, or at least let's talk about the route that we're going to choose when we're going to install this in the Courier. Right, so here we are in the Courier, a van you haven't seen for a while, but it's doing a really great job. So where are we going to mount this? Well, we're going to put the actual main system here, just below. This is where the mirror would go if this was a car, because this is the B-Max. The Courier is basically got the interior of the B-Max. You could place it down here, but because we have this mount here which is used for sat-nav, then that's obviously not a good place. We could actually pull it slightly forward there as well, but we will use the window here. Then what we'll do, we'll run the cable up through here, just tuck it underneath here, and then we'll go all the way around here. Then I think we'll come through this column here, drop it just behind this panel here, and then round the back, what we'll do, we'll come behind this panel here. We use this cable here. This is the main cable run for the van. That's where the camera will go, so the camera will mount back here. I've taken this panel off already. And then obviously these are the rear lights. We'll pick up the reversing light from here, so that's where the red cable will go, and that should hopefully give us our reversing camera. So let's first of all start off with mounting the actual mirror. Right, let's show you what we've done so far. So we've got the camera in, so we just drilled a hole. We're going to put a little grommet on there, so this is just a temporary fit. Now the camera does stick out a little bit, but that can't be helped for now. I have seen a modified camera, but I'm not sure whether that will work with this connector, because it's got a 4-pin connector. Down the other side we've got a wiring. We've run the wiring outside of this loom. Ideally you wouldn't run it inside, but we've done it outside only because there's a blockage at the other end to stop water from running into the cab. So what we've done, we've put that in, and we're going up through into a gland in the back of the light there, so that's fine and waterproof. And of course here's our connection from the inside the van, and all we need to do is find the other end, which is just over here somewhere. We'll connect the two up, and then that is the back end, nice and done. Okay, so showing you the low level light settings on this. So at the moment it is about 5 o'clock, and I want to show you, this is what the naked eye is seeing, and this is what the camera is seeing. So as you can see, the view from this camera is pretty good. So if you're going down a dark lane, and I will illustrate that now by going down a dark lane opposite where I live. In fact, I don't need to go down the dark lane. There's a lane straight ahead. So where my finger's pointing, that's a lane. You can't see it, but you can see it now. So the night vision capability of this camera is very good. So once again, there you go. There's your dark lane. And there it is on the camera. And that's just seeing it with the naked eye. So there's no doubting the night vision capability of this camera. And I've put it down the bottom now, because actually it worked out, it was much better there than hanging here in the original place where we were going to put it, because it's less of a distraction. Also, we've got the rear view camera working, so when I put the van into reverse now, you can see we get a lovely view of the back, and that's really one of the big advantages of using this system in the van, because now we can see the back. So this van has ultrasonic sensors, but now we can have a nice clear view of of what's happening behind, and also a great view of what's happening in front. So well worth the system. It's a really good system actually. Okay, so the final installation, as you can see, we've got our cable coming through here. This is where the connection is. It's nice and loose, so there's plenty of slack. We've picked up the live from the reverse cable in here, not in here. That way it's dry and out of the elements, keeping this section here nice and clean and dry. The only issue, I guess, is this cable. It's not an issue, it's just more aesthetics that I'd love to run it inside here, but this is glued and I didn't want to puncture it through, and there was also a danger of me fraying the cables, hence the reason why we put it here. But it's perfectly fine there, it's not going to stretch, it's got plenty of slack as well if it needs to move, and it runs underneath this little tab here. From the inside it runs in here, and then behind this panel here where most of the gathering is, and then it runs up through the roof here and then on through to the front. Now, taking it through the front, what we've done here in the van, and I'll show you, is we've run the cable, you can see it here, and it runs under the headline here. Now in a van that is fine. If you're doing this in your car, I suggest you do it down below, and the reason being is that in most cars you have a side curtain here that comes down, and you don't want to foul that whatever you do, so you're best running that down below. But in the van, because there is no curtain here, that's the reason why we've run it up there. And also in the van, as you can see, you've got a lot of stuff in the way, and there isn't, although there is a cable run that runs underneath here, it's far easier to run it on the top there. And then on the dashboard, as you can see, we've run it behind the panel, and then it just comes up behind there. And then we're using this socket because we don't want it on all the time in this van, because this van has a high load, because it uses the battery to power this system here. So with this, it's also on all the time, so when we plug it in, you see the camera loads up and then comes up straight away. So all the owner has to do is just tap it in, and then you can see that we're live and we've got our picture already. Excellent. So the whole process took about 90 minutes to fit. That's with the camera. If you were just doing that, it'll probably take around half an hour, if that even. More of a case of just running the cables aesthetically. Okay, so my final verdict on the Lanmodo Vast Pro is it's a very good night vision camera. So if you are continuously going down country lanes or dark lanes, it's brilliant for giving you that extra visibility. And of course you get the added enhancement of having a dash cam and also a reversing camera if you get the option with the reversing camera. So don't forget, they have two options, one with and one without the reversing camera. In terms of installation, pretty easy. If you just fit in the front camera, it is a very simplistic, you just got to feed the cables around. And of course with the reversing camera, just pick your routes. Now I picked up a on my reversing camera, and this is something that you need to be aware of. The van that I installed it on doesn't have CAN bus on the lights. A lot of modern day cars do have CAN bus, so you need to make sure that you're getting the correct voltage, or the camera won't come on, or it just won't work. So that's an important point as well. 12 volts, you should be fine. Anything less than that, you just need to be careful. You may need to get an additional part to help with that. So and also if you're interested in buying it, there's a couple of links below. One that takes you to the website, and one that will give you 15% off if you buy it from Amazon for the whole month of January, starting the 29th of December. So an excellent opportunity for you to own a good quality product, and we thank the guys at Lanmodo for giving us the opportunity to be able to bring this to you. Great. Okay, so thank you for that. If you enjoy this type of thing, then click on the subscribe button down below, and click on the bell notification so you're notified whenever we release a new video. We have a new video, our year roundup video, coming up on Monday, so look forward to that. And in that video we're going to be talking about some of the things that we're going to be doing in 2022. So thank you for viewing this, and we will see you on the next one.